Hello to friends and welcome to my channel. So I got a request to make a video about my most used knives. So I thought this is a really interesting topic, and I really appreciate that there is an interest of this kind. So I decided why not to make a video about some of my most used knives. So let's start probably with something like I really like to collect through the years, and that is Strider knives. So this was my second SNG that I got. I know how many years ago, a lot of years ago. Originally, it had the green smooth. This is a CC version G10 scales. I have modified it with this really nice brown linen micarta scales. So this was and yes, it was a really expensive purchase. Way back when I had a also a black G10 with tiger stripes SNG. Ended up selling it to fund another project, and then regretting it lately. Yes, and then finally I found one to replace it with, so that stayed with me since then. So this is my Strider SNG, and yeah, pushing around 8 7 8 9 years. I don't know, I definitely made an update on not a long time ago, so yeah. Another one from my used collection is this Benchmade. This is a Auto Access 5500. Let me try to zoom in. Sorry, 5300, and it is basically what I did talk about in my previous videos. This is something like a automatic or push button automatic uh, inspired CQC 7, that Emerson collaboration that he done with Benchmade, and it had full aluminum scales, stainless steel liners, everything. Yeah, this was probably catered more to the military and law enforcement. It should be under the Black Series, which is intended for the law enforcement specialists and operators. I got this one used years ago. Had a little bit of problems with the action, did not open, but I did manage to clean it out, and I carried a lot, and yeah, really nice, tactical user. Then of course I have to mention Spyderco, because Spyderco is probably one of my most favorite brands that I started to collect when I started back in, I would like to say, 2010-ish. So when I started to collect more seriously knives, so more quality knives, and this is my bird Caracara, which was the Chinese-made sub brand Spyderco. I got this one with a couple of other knives in a large order from one of local dealers here, and it took some time to deliver because these had to be ordered from overseas, of course. But yeah, I had to even put the nothing fancy quick deployment uh, feature here. Yeah, so this is the ATCR 13 MOE blade steel. Nowadays, the newer style of bird caracara is looking more like a Endura. So where is it? So here is my Endura, and this was also one of my favorite users, combined with any Delica. I have a couple of them, but these two were lots of time in my pockets. I have different Enduras, but this is what everything started with Spyderco. And then of course when there came a time and I found one police model, this was also lots of times in my pocket. This is actually the one of the older, the first versions with the Gen 1 stainless steel, full Spidey edge. It definitely needs a little bit sharpening. I even put the Benchmade folded over deep carry slash pocket clip on it to be a little bit more concealed, how to say it, while I'm carrying it. And this is a beast of a knife, sturdy, full stainless steel liner. So yeah, I had a couple of police models since this one, but ended up selling them, and this is the last one I have in my collection. Then of course let's talk also fixed blades. So I have a couple of fixed blades. I'm not that a huge fixed blade guy. I usually have only a couple of them, and yeah, they are mostly carried around and sometimes also used. So my most used one is the Red Model 3. It was sharpened a couple of times. Has really nice micarta handle scales, which have aged really nicely. A really nice smallish medium-sized fixed blade. And then of course one of my favorite fixed blades, getting also some kind of patina here. This is the Isola 2. This one resides on one of my backpacks, which I usually take when I'm going visiting my family. So having a little bit of rust spots probably on there. I try to maintain these, but let's face it, this is high carbon steel, so it will rust on you without any problems. But overall, a really nice, functional, small fixed blade. I highly recommend the Izua 2. If you don't like the micarta scales, you can get it also cheaper. Without them, you can maybe use some kind of paracord to wrap them around and have it even lightweight neck carry. You will get quite a few options how to carry these. This was supplied with the sheath. This is molded plastic, but also you can fit on a tech lock and have it only as a neck knife, of course. Okay, now let's continue with one more fixed blade. I have here my Smith & Wesson. This is was my go-to cinema knife a couple of years ago, of course. Nowadays I don't have that much time or not that interesting in movies they are released nowadays, so I have been not at the cinema for a long time. But anyways, this was a really nice first production run. I got this one from my friend Blade Psycho. Unfortunately, he is not more active on YouTube, but back in the days, he had some really interesting knives and topics he would share with the community, and I really appreciate that I have something that reminds me of him. So this is basically a fighting knife or boot knife, whatever I like to call it. I don't know the model number, Sorry about that. This is definitely a little bit reminiscent to the Applegate Fairbrain fighting knife, but let's put it right here. And the last one is one of my newer ones. I have it for a couple of years, maybe 1-2. Is the Ace Grand from GiantMouse. This is, like I mentioned a couple of times, this knife has been heavily featured in my videos, and I only can recommend this one. It is a collaboration between Yezanzo and Jesper Voxnays. These two great designers did create the GiantMouse brand, and they have been releasing quite a few really interesting, functional, beautiful knives. And yes, Ace Grand is one of my favorite knives from this brand, from this line, and it features all the good things you should have on a great EDC knife. So that is nice micarta scales, really good steel. This is in Elmex. Has wire pocket clip which you can MB mounted on both sides. It will not tear up your pocket. It is really easy to slide in your pocket and take it out. Titanium liner lock, yeah. Made in Italy. Everything is really nicely done. I need to probably tighten it a little bit more because it's a little bit off-centered, but yeah, it's really smooth. I like it to have it on the smoother side, so open without any problems. Yeah. A little bit of play is because the pivot is loose, but yeah, I can highly recommend these. They also now a couple of weeks ago, or maybe months ago, 2 months ago, they released the Atelier, which is a smaller version of the Ace Grand. So if you don't want a full-size knife, then you can go with a smaller one. And there is also a couple of different materials, not only micarta, then G10, CF, and so on. So let's put also into the picture my Spyderco Endura. So this is a glimpse to my some of my most used and carried knives that I have been carrying since probably more than 10 years. So if you have any questions about this or have any other suggestions what we'd like to see, then feel free to ask me in the description down below. And with that being said, I would like to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please comment down below. And with that being said, I wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you soon.